You are watching the Staten Soccer Report. And don't forget, Monday Live.
Nei momenti tragici, negli asperità, noi che siamo mitici, noi restiamo ancora qua, con il cuore impavido, con la dignità di chi ha un grande spirito, di chi ama la città. Ma oramai è più di un secolo, noi ci rivolgiamo a te. San Nicola fa il miracolo, facci vincere, perché ci batte a più non posso, questo cuore bianco rosso, forza pari noi per sempre accanto a te, non si può spiegare, bianco rosso il nostro amore, questa gente nonostante tutto c'è, forza bariale.
All right, welcome everyone to a brand new edition of the Staten Soccer Report, coming to you live tonight from the studios of CTV. On the other side of the glass, we got Kenny tonight. Thank you to Kenny. Went on Kenny's no show. And we got Vito on the other right here next to me tonight. I got to tell you, I mean, maybe you could probably hear it in my voice. It's going to be tough tonight. Vincenzo was our, real close co-host here, and he passed on. So I'm going to try to get through this show tonight. It's been rough all day. Vito, any thoughts? I know you've met him a few years back.
Now he's with the Lord, with Jesus. So, my condolences to him and his family. I had the pleasure of knowing him, and great person. Never, loved soccer. Like you said, no bad bone in his body.
No, definitely not.
And also, I mean, passing away like practically a couple of days apart. Noam McDonald. And then another friend I went to school with, rest in peace, Lisa Marie Volpetti. They just had the wake today at Martin Hughes. So, I mean, all we can say is maybe they're in heaven having a drink on us,
Well,
look at it that way. But
one thing for sure, Vincenzo's watching the show tonight, that's for sure. I know he dropped
from
everything
from the best seat in the house, there's no question, from the house of the Lord.
Yeah, absolutely. We got to spend some time on Vincenzo. I've known him for many years, 20, 30 years, whatever it is. His passion was teaching the young kids the game of soccer, right? That was his passion, his number one passion. Again, if I don't know if his son, his family's watching tonight, our condolences out to them. I said a piece of bread. I said to you today on the phone, like a piece of bread, right? That's what it is. Not a bad bone in his body. I learned a lot from him. I met him back in the late 90s, and actually a friend of the family. So that's, goes further than that, right? My father was friends with his father and stuff. So, it's just rough. It's a rough time, but learned a lot. Like I said, he wanted us to continue this. I know that, right? He said every show, his last words were practice, 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 right? Any player, keep practicing. So, we're just going to keep it going. I'm sure we'll get a call here, maybe tonight, and we'll continue. But for the viewers on the television side, there's some photos of Vincenzo that are going to be playing on the screen. Nothing but great things about, memories about Vincenzo. He started this old league we called the Vecchia Gloria back in Brooklyn that we played. That's where I met him, at that league, and we just went from there, And tell you, it's too bad he didn't live on Staten Island, because he'd be on the show every time we were here, But again, Vito, we're just going to continue on here, and we'll dedicate this show tonight to Vincenzo, and we'll keep going. We'll do what he loved, the game of soccer. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, his memory will live on forever. There's no question about it with your show. And, he was from Foggia. And I got good memories of Foggia because I have a cousin that had a farm on Foggia, and there was some beautiful peaches on that farm, and great history and great culture. You know, Foggia's right by Body, so you can tell it's like New York, New Jersey, pretty much. And I always say, you know, my cousin who's got the farm there, hardworking guy, wakes up every morning, goes to the farm. You know, never was married, but that's probably the key to his longevity. I have a feeling he's going to outlive the family.
Yeah.
But whatchamacallit, you know, Puglia, great history, great customs, as we mentioned before the show. You know, you mentioned about how you're very proud that you have your garden, and you were
we'll
saying
get into
about
that. We'll get into that stuff later on.
Okay.
Stuff. But as far as the show, you know, I feel like it took a big hit. A big loss not having you know, Vincenzo call in. You know, we depended on his you know, all his any kind of angle he took about soccer, whatever he spoke about, all his opinions on the game, you know, stuff like that. So
No
that
question about it.
the show's definitely, we took a big hit and a loss. We lost a team player. We lost a player.
Yeah,
right?
100%. I tell you, but there must have been a godsend, because today I got reconnected. I got introduced to this person named Tiffany Schneider. She's watching the show tonight. She said she was gonna get as many viewers to watch the show tonight as possible on a Facebook page.
Appreciate that.
She, you know, I sent over the promo, and she was gonna spread it out, and she had the Fire Stick. She said she was gonna tune in on Facebook, so I want to shout her out. So yeah, I mean, you know, it's tough to replace people from that generation, to be honest, you know, because they're one of a kind, you know.
Passion for the game. You know, again, listen, every time you hung up the phone, and I would say that was the great Vincenzo.
Sure.
And that's it. Every sense of the letter, the great Vincenzo, Hall of Famer, St. Francis College, right? His name is up there in the gym. So nothing but great things, you know, to say about Vincenzo. He's watching down, I guarantee that. So, you know what, Vito, I know you're dying to get into some soccer stuff here. You know what? Let's talk about Body.
Well, I tell you, yeah, I wanted to bring up Foggia because that's where he was from.
Right,
They're in
Foggia.
8th place, and they got Zaman back, who's pretty much the best coach in their history.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah. So, but you know, there's still a lot of time for Foggia to, you know, 8th place. That's the last, I think, playoff spot. I believe. Right.
There's a lot of games left.
Yeah. There's a whole season to
It'd
go.
be
They
nice.
just started.
It'd be nice to see them and Body both.
Well, they
come
got to
up.
play each other too, right?
Yeah.
They still got 2 games with each other. So, and you know, we always had a little friendly bet, right? All about the money. Body Foggia.
Yeah.
What did they do last year? I think
Last year they split the
they
series.
split,
yeah.
right? They split.
Yeah.
So.
And what was I gonna say? Pretty much, you mentioned to me before the show, you didn't really want to get hyped up until Body wins 10 in a row. Well, now they got 3. Let's see if they can get. They haven't gotten a winning streak in a long time.
This
so
is the 3rd
they're
season,
due.
right?
This is the 3rd season, John. This is do or die. If you don't get the Serie B now, I think sell the team and basically retire the team. I mean,
But
pretty
this
much.
is why I say let's not get excited. And if we had Vincenzo on the line right now, he'd tell you the same thing.
Yeah.
It's early, right? It's still early.
Yeah.
Even though they won 3 games, and yesterday was like a just dramatic last second win, which
to
was
beat
fine.
Catania,
That's
in
good for the
Catania.
team psyche and all that. That's all good.
Yeah.
But keep it going.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know? And they beat Catania, right?
In Catania,
And
on the
Catania.
road.
That's just something they never do.
Yeah.
You know. Now, are they playing Palermo in the same group of Palermo?
I didn't check but
Well,
they're
that's-
leading the way right now. They're in 1st place. Behind them is Monopoly, 1 point.
Well, Palermo's another team that
Yeah,
they
of
don't do
course.
well against. So
Yeah.
you got to, you know.
Yeah.
All right.
And,
So again,
and
with
surprisingly, Serie A, Napoli. Who would have thought?
as far as Body goes, let's close the book on that. Anything else you want to mention about Body, the Bades? Well, we mentioned about the figs and all that. You
Yeah.
like the fig tree, and you got the
Sure.
peach tree in your backyard, right?
Sure. No, I
So-
mean, I'm proud that, you know, my family kept their roots from Body, and they have a lot of different fruits and vegetables. But one thing I'd like to have one day is a cherry tree like George Washington. That's the only thing.
Cherry tree. All right. So as far as Body goes, you know, we close the book on that because we need to see them be more consistent. They're consistent, but keep it going.
Yeah, you have to. You have to.
I just drew the
keep
name,
winning. Yeah.
number 10 out. I just drew it out there, just, you know, but I want to see them win more.
Yeah,
You know,
of course.
instead of lose, tie, win.
Yeah.
You know, how about win, tie, lose? You know, and then again repeat.
How about just win? That's it.
Well, listen,
Like,
you're not
the
going to win.
like the great Vince Lombardi, just win, baby. That was what he
Right,
used to say.
you're not going to win every game,
Yeah.
I don't think. But for them, you know, be consistent. All right, we got Joe on Facebook here. Joe, we're going to keep your father's memory alive on this show as long as I'm here, that's for sure. And like I said, nothing but great things to say about Vincenzo. And he is the great. I call him the great Vincenzo. And that's, I mean it. So we got Joe on the Facebook side here.
Hey, Joe. Yeah, he spoke to me earlier today. He gave me a call.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe had told me that his father had passed, but you had told me earlier this morning.
Right. It was last evening.
Yeah.
Last evening I got the call. You
Yeah.
gave me the call, and he
Yeah.
wasn't doing well, and I reached, right away. We reached out for some prayers. Right?
Yeah, for sure. When his wife
And
told
then-
me, she told me the situation.
Yeah.
So yeah, our thoughts and prayers go out to the Durzo family.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and right now he'd be on the phone giving his opinion about body, and, body forge and all that
Actually,
stuff.
Uncle Tony said he may be calling in, so I hope
All
he
right.
does.
All the phone
told him.
lines are free
Yeah.
right now, so we're good.
718-727-0143.
You got it.
Okay. With body, I wanted to bring up John Chicho Caputo because it's interesting. Before age 31, one goal in Serie A with body the last time we were in A.
Right.
After age 31, this guy's lit it up. 50 goals. 50 goals.
Yeah,
Now
it's-
he's with
Well,
Sampdoria.
he gets better with age. You
Yeah.
know? And let me just say one more thing. It just doesn't feel right
Yeah.
without Vincenzo on the phone. It
Sure.
just doesn't feel right.
That's why we hope we get some phone calls,
Like
during this
it's been he's been on the show
memory
forever,
show.
so.
Also, John, the FIFA World Rankings,
Right.
Belgium, Brazil stay 1 and 2. England moves up a spot. England's in 3rd.
Right.
France went down a spot. They're in 4th. Italy still at the same 5th spot. Argentina same at the 6th. Portugal moves up a spot. They're at 7th. Spain moves down a spot at 8.
Right.
Mexico stays at 9, and Denmark moves up a spot to 10.
You maybe Italy. Oh, we got a caller. Maybe
I hope so.
we might have a caller on the line.
We'll see.
Caller, you're on the Staten Island Soccer Report. All right.
Silence.
Yeah, we'll continue.
Italy leads the way in their group, 14 points.
Right.
Switzerland 8, Northern Ireland 5, Bulgaria 5, Lithuania 0. Italy's got that 37 game winning streak.
Well, maybe those 2 ties hurt them from moving up.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Could
but
be,
yeah,
I don't know.
Well, you mentioned the
But it's surprising that England's ahead, and England didn't win the Euro Cup, and they're ahead of Italy.
Yeah, I don't get that. You know,
Now, the other thing,
no respect, right?
Azzurri goals under Mancini. Immobile, Belotti 8 goals, but you know that this group has played so many games.
Right.
And the few games that Keane, Chiesa have played, and there's also somebody else, Pessina, 4 goals, and they've only played a few games. Jorginho, 5 goals with Berardi and Bernardeschi, 6 goals in Insigne, Barella. The next wave is looking like this, John. Keane, Tonelli, Bastoni, Raspadori, Zaniolo. That's going to probably
The future.
It could be the future is now, and it could be the World
Future's
Cup.
now.
Also,
Well, Keane's got to get in there.
yeah,
He hasn't.
Immobile is 6 straight games, not a goal on the national
Yeah, I
team.
think you know what.
It might be over for him.
Sit down, right?
Daniel Maldini becomes the youngest Maldini to debut in the Champions League, ahead of his dad Paolo Maldini, the legend, and his grandfather Cesare Maldini, who's the coach of the Italy team. Cagliari just got Walter Mazzarri. I think that's a great move to coach them until June 2024. He replaced Semplice.
Right.
But Mazzarri's got a good track record. Wherever he goes, he usually does well.
He wins.
Yeah, he's a very good coach. John, next month is Italy versus Spain. Italy wants to add to the trophy case, the
And
Nations League
Semifinal.
in Milano, October 6th.
Not an easy game.
Yeah, not
Italy-
easy, but they're at home. And then
Right.
if they win that game, then they play the winner of Belgium, France in the final. You want to get that Nations Cup. After Portugal, Italy, they have to keep it going.
And maybe they'll move up in the FIFA
Yes,
rankings.
that's
Maybe.
that's
maybe.
a good point. That's a good point.
No
there.
respect for the Italians, I guess.
Yep, that's
Got to
true.
win the World Cup, maybe.
That's true.
Can you see them winning all the Nations Cup, right? And then they got,
That'll be the Triple Crown if they do that.
and then the World Cup.
Yeah, that'll be a Triple Crown. They could do it. The leagues that spent the most money, the Premier League, John, can you believe it? 1.41 billion.
Well, the Ronaldo put him over the top. right?
1.41 billion.
Right. It's about the money again with Ronaldo.
Serie A was second. They spent the second most, 576 million euro. Bundesliga, Germany, 437 million euro.
Yeah.
The League One, the La France and France League, 403 million euro. And La Liga and the Spain, 307 million euro. Those are the top leagues of
Well, it's one
spending.
thing that Vincenzo always said about you. You got every stat, everything,
Yeah.
even the money stat. So, guy, what do you got next?
No, what I wanted to bring up is all these festivals coming back because ever since, the last year everything was
Well,
canceled.
everything's coming back
Well,
now, right?
they just
But-
finished one thing ends, another begins. Hoboken Italian Festival, Angelo Venuto. Now the San Gennaro Feast,
All right, we might have a caller on the line.
September 16th to 26th, Little Italy, Mulberry.
Yeah.
Mulberry Street.
Caller, you're on the line. Staten Island Soccer Report.
Hello, John.
Yes.
Frank.
Hey,
Good
Frank.
evening.
Hey, Frank. What's up? How you doing, Frank?
All right, how's everything?
All right, we got Frank Tricomi, another co-host of the Staten Island Soccer Report on the telephone. I think Vito, you might know him, right?
Yeah, I've
You
seen the
guys-
show. I've seen you guys do shows together.
So,
How's it going, Frank?
Frank, thanks for calling in.
All right, how you doing, Vito?
Okay.
I know we spoke before the show. Obviously, you met Vincenzo. Give us a little, give us your memories about Vincenzo.
Oh, great guy. With a heavy heart, obviously. When I heard the news from you a short time ago, I've known him for almost as long as I've known you, John. I think we met maybe a few months after I met you.
Yep.
I think it's almost 12 years, We always had fun going down to Brooklyn playing. He always seems like really eager to teach kids, especially the little ones,
Yeah.
I know both of my kids both played indoors with him for a couple of years,
Right.
and they really enjoyed it, and he seemed to really enjoy teaching them as well.
Yeah, that was his passion, and we went down to Brooklyn. He put us in that Brooklyn Fiao League for a season. Yeah, we played down there. That was all his doing. He set that all up.
Yeah.
He set up those All-Star games that we went down there. We played with our rec team.
Yes.
And he basically picked, an all-star team of all the players he had there, and we went out there and we played against them, and that's all Vincenzo. It's all his doing. All he set all that up, and I'll go even further back, Frank. I mean, when I met him in the late '90s, I mentioned it earlier. He did the same thing, but for an adult league. The same kind of thing he did with the kids, he did that with the adults also.
Yeah.
So.
And besides, the All-Star games that he set up, and he was really nice enough to set up All-Star games for my sons as well. After the Rush, played on the Saturday night.
Right.
Just hanging out there, just absorbing knowledge from him, and even on top of that, I'll always remember him for running to practice on a Friday evening and staying there in the gym for like 3 hours, and he was always, very welcoming. Personally, I remember my youngest son just kind of always trying to get on the court, and him just kind of like encouraging him even to play, even at a smaller age,
Right.
and said, don't worry, let him play. As long as he's got sneakers on,
That's him. Yeah, definitely. I could see him saying
So,
that.
so I remember that on a personal level, on top of, when the kids play and, always welcoming us down for at least like one exhibition or All-Star game every season.
Right.
Even encouraging us to try to come outdoors, which unfortunately, with
Right.
Staten Island Soccer League season, wasn't really possible that much, but always welcoming us to come to the Fiao for the Christmas party where he did a lot of stuff for the kids as well.
Right. Yeah, that's one thing we weren't able to get done is play a game outdoors in Brooklyn with them.
Yeah.
But we did a lot of indoor games. So Frank, I'm going to ask you, what's one thing, if you can remember, that stands out about, I guess, his soccer, like not like what you soak up and maybe used from when you started coaching, with the boys.
I think the most important thing, make sure they have fun.
Yeah.
Because this way they want to come back.
Yeah.
Because if they don't have fun, they don't want to come back.
There you go. That's it. Yeah, those are his words too. And he would always say on the show too, practice, practice, practice. Also, right? You always want to keep practicing. And if you lost the game, what did he say? What did you learn?
Well, yes. What did you learn? What did you learn from the loss?
Right.
And how are you going to get better?
Right. So, there's a lot, over the years, a lot of good things, I picked up, that's for sure. So, any other memories, Frank?
Memories. I remember him always trying to even encourage me personally when I first got my referee license.
Yeah.
When are you going to come do a game here? You want to do a game? You want to, you get some experience. You'll get some good experience, when I was still a little bit like, where I went with you for the referee class, and
right.
I still wasn't sure I wanted to referee games myself.
Yeah.
And he always encouraged me personally.
Yeah.
Come on, get in the game. Why don't you do the line? Why don't you do that?
Yeah.
Or this way we could have two refs.
Yeah.
For the night games, like let's say for the older kids and things like that, and that's something that I'll always remember about him as well.
That's right. He used to ask me to come down there and ref games.
Mm-hmm.
That was
Yeah,
nice.
I remember going with a lot of Saturday nights.
Yeah.
I remember being there over at Cavallaro.
Yeah.
On 24th Avenue in Brooklyn, and
right.
We'd hang out there for hours, and I know personally, he always, stressed obviously being early, for the game, and sometimes I take it a little bit too far, obviously coming from Staten Island, and then he'd reiterate to everyone that if the game starts at 5, you come at 5 to 5.
Yeah.
And that's something I personally. And that's something personal from my kids and myself that, unfortunately, like when they overheard me talking to him, and I let them know exactly, what happened, that he wasn't feeling well and that he had unfortunately left us.
Right.
That's one of the big things that they remember about him, always stressing, like to get there. I believe that the gym opened the first games were at 5, and he always said, "Come 5 to 5, come a few minutes early."
Yeah.
And that's another little side thing because he always stressed that.
Yeah, and I tell you, the kids that he trained, I just think that they were the lucky ones to have him, coaching them and training them at the beginning. That's the foundation right there. So. Frank, obviously he invited us down a few times, right? I think almost every season, right? We were down there.
Yeah, we'd go, what started out, I believe it was like, we'd go in December.
Right after the fall season.
And then a lot of times we try to make it there like maybe in March, right before the spring season.
Right, and his idea was to have the national anthem play, right? Both teams walk into the gym, like professionally done, and then he played the national anthems. We stand there, right? It was all like professionally done. He would have even the Italian newspaper articles, pictures going into the Italian paper. So
with a flag,
Yeah.
For the most part, I think we would. One of our teams would hold the American flag,
Right.
and one of the teams that we played representing FIA would hold the Italian flag.
Right.
Like you said, as the anthems were playing, you know, and it was a proud moment, you know,
Yeah.
especially
Definitely.
coming from Italian families like we did. Just being there while.
And that was
those
all.
anthems
That was
played.
all him. That was all Vincenzo with the anthems and stuff like that. So that was all his idea. Whatever Vincenzo says, you do. And that was it. And that's what That's what happened. John, you got a radio? We got to play the anthem. I get you a radio with a cassette player, and we play the anthem. Hey, it is.
Even down to the exchange before the games. That's
Right.
something that
Yeah.
as someone that really didn't know
Right.
that much about soccer,
Right.
I remember you as well as Vincenzo letting me know about the exchange before the game.
Right.
I remember, I think, either going out to get some things to exchange with them to our team, like creating the flag, or
Yes.
you told me that you were creating the flag and things like that.
Right. Yeah. When
Going to get things.
Yeah, that was we made a flag and we handed it to them, and they gave us I don't recall, but they might have gave us a little gift.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a nice gesture. But again, nothing but positives, right? There was nothing but positives. I can't even find anything negative to say. It's hard. If it was me, forget it. It's all negative. But, you know what I mean? But
He was just such a happy guy. Like, you never saw him get mad or angry about anything.
And Frank, I think you were one of the perfect persons to go around, because if you didn't know the game, he'd be the first one to tell you about it, to teach you.
Yeah.
If there was anything you weren't sure about and you were around him, he was gonna just teach you. That's just him.
Yeah, no, it definitely taught me a lot. Just like I said, very easygoing, fun-loving. Never really. You see all these coaches, whether it was at the Owl or at the Staten Island Soccer League or any other travel game, that are red in the face and screaming and yelling and berating these kids and. Nothing but positive,
Yeah,
Nothing
you
but
could.
positive at all.
Can you imagine him coaching in this league out here? It'd probably be a referee's. It'd probably have to be a great day for a referee, because you wouldn't hear a word out of him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The only thing he'd be doing is teaching his team if they did anything wrong. Correcting his own team. You'd probably never hear him yelling at a referee. I would doubt it. I don't think so. That's just my opinion. But all right, Frank. While we have you on, we're gonna keep his memory alive on this show. I mentioned that earlier, and some way, somehow, either his photo is gonna be up on this show. We're gonna talk about him. We're gonna show Roland, whatever the case may be. He's part of the team here, right? And I know he's watching the show now. So, like I said, some way, some shape or form, Vincenzo is always going to be part of the show. But that being said, Frank, since we got you on, we might as well pick your brain a little bit here. How's it going with the soccer? I know you're still involved.
Yes. Right now, I actually just came from practice a short time ago.
Okay.
This year, my team remains at U15 boys, Division II,
Right.
For the Staten Island Soccer League. I'll be coaching the Great Kills Fever again.
Wait a second. The Great Kill.
Great Kills Fever.
The Fever. Okay.
Unfortunately, we lost a few players.
Right.
for different reasons.
It's okay.
The first being that some of them aged out
Right.
and have now gone on to high school. And the second being just, unfortunately with so many, fortunately for the kids and unfortunately for the team, just with so many sports out there available for boys, it almost becomes like a buffet or a smorgasbord where,
Right.
it's almost like an all-you-can-eat, and eventually, some kids either choose or want to try different sports at certain ages and points in time.
Right.
So we lost a few there. But the team will go on, and hopefully we'll have a better season than last. Unfortunately, last season we were in the negative column for most
Right.
of the year, both fall and spring.
Yeah.
Because we did move up, and we really didn't have many players. I guess playing the 13, 14 age. We had more than half the team was consisted of 12-year-olds. So
All right.
that 1 year is a big difference at that age between 6 and 7.
When's your game? Sunday?
My first game is actually this Wednesday.
Okay. Right.
At our Hollow, Wednesday night.
Right.
Unfortunately, the schedule maker didn't schedule another game for us. I think we have almost a month off.
Wow.
I don't think we play again until October 19th. And then at that point, I think we play, if I'm not mistaken, 5 games in 10 days. So we have I think we have that week. I think we have a Saturday night game, a Sunday morning, a Monday night,
right,
and I think a Wednesday or Friday. So it's a lot. Like we basically play 5 out of our 8 games within like a 10-game span. Which
that's nuts.
I don't know what they're thinking. If you speak to somebody, you'll just be told, just be thankful that you get the games in, which
Right.
is true,
Yeah.
And on the positive side, always staying on the positive side, in memory of Vincenzo, and at least, none of my games conflict with the football games on Sunday afternoon. So
Hey, there you go.
I'm not going to complain. Always try to stay positive.
Yeah, you're right.
Like he was always preaching to us.
Right,
So.
yeah. Absolutely.
But yeah, the only issue that I do have with the schedule, with actually the placements, is I don't know if the schedule maker was looking upside down at the standings last year, because how could you not move a team that was often in the loss column,
right?
For the whole year. How could you not move us down? But
right.
I guess maybe they had the newspaper upside down.
Yeah, it's possible. I like sometimes
they thought that the loss column was maybe the win column. Maybe they got them confused.
Speaking of that, I do that a lot, Frank. I do that a lot with my team. I flip the standings upside down so the Strikers are in first place. The Strikers, win the division every season, so we're good.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of the Strikers, I know we got Vito here. He's dying to dig into his paperwork here, but we'll give Vito a couple more minutes. Speaking of the Strikers, we don't know what's going on yet. We have to have a meeting after any of the parents are watching it. We gotta, sit down and we have to discuss some things. We got one last hurrah, right, with them.
Yes.
Pretty much. So.
One last hurrah. We're gonna take care of some housekeeping, hopefully within the next week or so.
Yeah.
Go over some things.
Just to touch on the Strikers real quick. Yeah, we didn't, same thing, like you just mentioned, not a great season with the wins and losses. But I like the way we finished. Again, I'm always saying this towards the end of the season. I like the way we finished, especially, we fought for everything the last couple of games, right? We didn't get the result on the last game. We should have got the result on that game. and one particular player went crazy on, went nuts, right?
Yeah.
So that just shows me like if none of that would have happened, Frank, and you're losing 6-0, 10 times, right? Then you could say, something's got to get done here, right? Something's got to get done. But when you're showing fight, and you to me, and then you don't get the result, it kind of seems maybe you just need some help. Maybe you need some more, some different players to help you out, right? When the team is struggling and just not quite there yet. And that's how I feel, the Strikers are at right now. I know a couple of players, good players, added to the team, and then we're on our way,
Yeah.
and
it's also tough, like you said, the seasons that I've been there, I've noticed that the team sometimes starts the season off a little slow.
Right.
And they usually finish pretty strong. And, unfortunately, sometimes we've been a little bit, not necessarily shorthanded because we've had enough to play.
Yeah.
But we really don't have enough to give some of the players the break that sometimes that they need,
Right. Yeah.
Especially, you get some hot days and, some of these girls are playing pretty much the whole game without a break. And, it's a lot, if it's 90 degrees out,
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and it's 90-minute games also we're playing now. So, all right, Frank, appreciate the call.
All right, John, I want to do one last thing.
Yeah, no problem, Frank. You take as long as you want. You know that. You
I wanna do one
belong
last
down
thing
here
in memory
anyway.
of I want to do one last thing in memory of Vincenzo, okay?
Yes, sir.
I've been thinking about this, and I tried to come up with some jokes. I tried to look for some jokes, and I want to give you the joke of the night, Johnny.
Hey, listen, you took his spot, so you're taking his airtime right now, so you got to have a joke.
I said, from the minute I hung up the phone with you, and I said I was going to call in, that's the one thing that's been on my mind. I got to do this joke.
All right.
Okay? Okay,
Got it.
Johnny. I'll try to say it as good as he did, okay?
You got it.
Which famous soccer player always leaves his stuff laying around on the floor?
Oh, Mr. Messi.
Messi. Okay, since you got that one, you got to give me some air time for one more.
You got it.
Okay? I got to get one more in, and then I'll let you guys go for the night. Okay. Let's see. Let's think of a joke. I don't know.
Well, that's how Vincenzo left the show every time.
You gotta think of a joke. Okay, Johnny. This is the last one, and then I'll let you go. What do soccer referees send during the holidays?
Say it again.
What do soccer referees send during the holidays?
I know exactly what they send. Red cards.
Yeah, I got yellow cards.
All right, yellow cards.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
Frank.
With that having been said, have a great night, guys. It was a pleasure being on with you guys, John and Vito.
Thank you.
You got it.
Prayers to Vincenzo,
Absolutely.
and I hope he's resting easy.
All right, Frank, thanks a lot for calling in, and we'll see you in the studio soon, huh?
Okay, have a great night, guys. Thanks
You
for
too.
letting me
You
be
too.
on.
Thanks, Frank. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's Frank Tredcombe. He coach from Great Kills. He coaches. All right, Vito. Let's get back to...
the last thing I think I was mentioning was the 95th annual Feast of San Gennaro taking place September
I got you.
16th to the 26th.
Brian, I'm
Little
trying to set... Hold on, let me just respond to Brian. I'm trying to set it up. I'll let you know.
Was that Brian Latham?
No.
Oh.
It's, I'll let you know, Brian, on that. Okay.
Uncle Tony anywhere or no? He said he was.
Yeah, actually, he was on.
Oh, yeah? What did he say?
He was on earlier.
Oh, yeah?
No, he's watching, yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. Condolences.
Okay. So, yeah, I was saying the 95th annual Feast of San Gennaro,
Right.
September 16th to 26th, Little Italy, September they didn't have it last year.
Things are coming back.
Yeah,
right?
things are coming. So they had the 18th Avenue Feast that came back. So it's feast to feast to feast. Then the other one is going to be October 8th to October 11th, Columbus Day weekend, Italian Feast at the Mount. That'll be the.
Well, that weekend, that's a big tournament weekend for soccer too.
Really?
It's a big. Soccer.
And there's also Festa dei Motori d'Italia that's coming up October 23rd and 24th at Casa Belvedere.
Yeah.
It's another thing.
All right. What do you got on any Champions League? We got about another 15 minutes to go.
If you wanted to bring up the Champions League, go right ahead.
Yeah, well, PSG played a game, right?
Yeah.
Or two. Was it
Did
one
they?
game?
Yeah.
One
yeah,
game?
the one game I heard they won 2-0 or something.
And
First.
then, did they draw a game? They
I
right?
haven't. I'll be honest. I haven't really.
Well,
early on, I haven't been really.
Yeah, it's still early, but you know what? Are they mixing together the three stars there? Or the 3-star players are they mixing?
Yeah. Well,
Are they playing well together?
it's too early. Too early to know.
All right, I'm gonna give.
But
them,
remember we spoke about Ronaldo offset about his first game. He wasn't doing well. Then he came back. He scored.
right, he scored a couple.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, the first
But-
game he didn't.
So Ronaldo leaves Juventus. Juventus hasn't won a game.
That's right. Juventus can't beat nobody.
Ronaldo goes to Man U, and they're undefeated.
Look at that. I know.
So
Juventus has got 2 points. I don't think this has got to be like probably their worst start. I've never seen them in 4 games.
Well, no, it is their worst start in 65
yeah,
years.
it's crazy.
Something like that.
Well, if they continue like this, they'll go back to B.
So the question is Juventus in a rebuild mode?
I
Are
don't
they
know.
rebuilding?
They're probably shocked that he left. I don't
They
know.
got so much talent on that
Yeah.
team. I think they
Well,
maybe.
Keane is.
Well, Keane is taking over for Ronaldo,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
But he needs to score goals.
yeah.
Is he going to score the 30 goals that Ronaldo scored? What did he score last year?
Nobody's
35?
gonna score that, but
So there you go. That's the problem right
you
there.
know. But like I said, did Inter when they lost Lukaku?
Yeah.
I think they were able to. See, they were able to at least get some players, but Juventus didn't do enough on Ronaldo. Inter, you know what the good thing with Inter was getting Korea at the end.
Right.
That was really helpful.
Yeah.
But Zeko and Korea,
Yeah.
but Juventus, they didn't do enough. Keane is a good player, but he's still very young. He's in his early 20s.
Yeah.
But he's the future of Italy. There's no question about it. But as far as Ronaldo, you're talking about someone that has been on top of the world, 5 times World Player of the Year. To replace someone like that, they didn't do it. They didn't do it enough for that.
Yeah.
So, we'll see.
So who's on top of Serie A right now?
Napoli. They have not lost 4 games.
Only team
Undefeated.
Only team.
Only team undefeated.
Wow.
And it looks like in honor of Diego Maradona. Now they have the stadium this year.
Right.
And
Yeah.
it seems like, they want to win it for him.
They got the fans back in Italy,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Full capacity?
I'm not sure if it's full capacity.
Yesterday, it didn't look full.
Uh-huh.
The Juventus game there.
Well, Serie C standings body.
Serie C.
10 points.
Third division.
Monopoli 9. Paganese 7. Taranto 7. They're also from the Puglia region by body. Juve Stabio 6. Catanzaro 6. What else? We got Virtus Francovilla
Right.
6. Foggia 5 points.
Foggia.
ACR Messina 5 points. Latina 5 points. Palermo 5. Campobasso 5. AZ Picerno 5. Tudis 4. Avellino 3. Catania 3.
Foggia's got to wake up.
Monterosi and Felice Andria, who's actually in the same region as Bari. They're in last place. That's for Chi. Then we got the B standings. Can you believe that Pisa?
I know Pisa's in first. I know.
Pisa is in first. That's
I
a
saw that.
surprise.
Yeah.
I don't think many people would have thought, but they lead the way with 12. Brescia 11, Cremonese 9, Frosinone 9, Cittadella 9, Ascoli 9.
Cittadella, where are they? Because they weren't.
Well, a few years ago they did pretty good. They
Right.
almost got to Serie A. Ascoli's got 9 points. Regina 8.
Regina.
Parma 7 with Buffon. Benevento 7. Monza.
Oh.
Berlusconi's team 6 points. Perugia 5. Lecce 5 points. So far disappointing.
Lecce, yeah.
Spal 4. Cosenza 4. Crotone 3. Como has got 2.
Oh,
And let's see who
Serie
else.
B.
And you got Ternana 1.
Yeah.
Alexandria, Vicenza, Pordenone, Calcio all have 0.
Serie B is not. They have some good teams
Yeah.
in there too.
Yeah. And then I was going to read the Serie A.
Yeah. What do you got?
Napoli, 12 points. Inter, 10. AC Milan, 10. Roma, 9. Fiorentina, 9. Vincenzo spoke well of Roma because of the new coach.
Yeah, where were they?
they're right there. They got 9 points. They're in third place.
Yeah. And his pick was
Fiorentina's got 9.
his pick to win Serie A was, you remember? I got it written down.
Yeah, was it
Juve.
Juventus? Yeah, we all
It's
said
Juve,
Juventus.
yeah.
Yeah. We're all gonna be wrong on that one.
Well, unless they,
Lazio 7. Fiorentina's got 9. Lazio 7. Atalanta 7. Udinese 7. Bologna 7. Torino 6. Sampdoria 5. Sassuolo 4. Spezia 4. Verona 3. Genoa 3. Empoli 3. Venezia 3.
who's on the bottom?
Juventus 2.
No.
Cagliari 2. And then Salernitana 0. I mean, Juventus is pretty much second to last.
That's crazy.
On the
That's
bottom.
just unheard of. Well, you got to turn it upside down like we just spoke about.
Exactly, right? I know.
Can I just take a quick look at
Yeah.
this real
Yeah,
quick?
go ahead.
Just see something here.
They're on the
That's
second
just-
page.
That's unheard of.
Look where they are.
That's unheard of,
Yeah,
really. If
I don't
that-
think anybody would have thought.
No. Hey, man. They better turn things around.
Could
there.
it be that Juventus is so used to winning that I don't know,
No.
or the team got
what's-
washed up a little
So
bit?
what's
I
the
don't know.
difference between last season and this season? Ronaldo. That's it?
That's the difference.
That's-
And a new coach, but the coach was always successful.
So Pirlo's kicking back right now with his legs up, drinking
Yeah.
a beer, and he's smiling, right?
You know what?
But you never want your team to. That's his
Yeah,
team.
but you know what? I didn't think that they could be worse than last year, and right now it looks
Right
like
now they are.
Yeah.
Right now, yeah. But they won a Champions League game. They played
Yeah,
one game and they won
they
it.
did. They
and
beat
without-
Malmo, yeah, the
right.
Swedish team. But you know what?
Right.
You know what Juventus is gonna do? If they continue like this in January, you're gonna see a lot of new acquisitions.
Selling players, maybe
Selling, but probably buying.
buying.
You know, more than likely, I would think they're gonna try
So
to.
would you take, if you're Juventus, a poor Serie A season but win the Champions League? Can
Winning the Champions League is everything, but how
Right.
can you say they're in a position to win
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Champions League the way
when
that?
they're playing? But they want to know in the Champions League.
Yeah,
so
I know,
So
but
let's just go with that.
Let's
I know.
be real, John. Let's be real. This team, if they continue like this, they're on the brink of going to Serie B. I know
Yeah.
there's another 34 games left,
Right.
but there's no need to talk about them in the Champions League. I can't see them doing anything there.
All
There's
right.
too many teams that are much better.
Well, they gave up a late goal yesterday. You know, I
oh,
thought they were
the real
cruising.
estate magazine.
Well, yeah, we didn't speak about it. We usually do that in the beginning, the real estate. So
Yeah.
what's going on in the real
Yeah.
estate? We have about 10 minutes
Yeah.
left anyway. So how's the
They-
real estate world going?
Well, the houses are still, very competitive
Are they
in pricing.
buying?
They're
People-
buying, and the prices are, not cheap
Well,
actually.
the rate. What's the rate? The rate's still.
Oh, the rates are low.
but
Mortgage
it's going to
rates.
go up. I'm hearing.
Yeah, they say that.
I'm hearing next year the rates are going to go
They
sky.
say that. They say that. So it might be time to buy. But
Yeah.
I got some good opportunities. I have
Right.
even commercial office space. If someone's looking, I have my office space on Highland Boulevard, 4001 Highland.
Right.
I would love a mortgage company. Think Mortgage would be the ultimate.
Yeah.
That's available. Also have 3-bedroom, 177 Mosley Avenue.
All right.
Driveway parking, full unfinished basement, 3 bedrooms, new kitchen, wine rack, all
Nice.
appliances included, deck, 1.5 baths. That's available.
All right.
So there's quite a few good
What
things.
about your love life? How's that going? Since you're talking about real estate, how's your
Yeah.
love life going? Dating?
That
We'll turn this into
that's all right.
a dating game.
It could be confidential.
Oh, you don't
No
want to
need
speak
to.
about that.
No, there's no need to. No, there's
right,
really
no
no
problem.
need. There's
I
so
didn't
much going on.
I don't want
That's
to put you on the spot.
okay. Yeah,
That's
no.
okay. Yeah.
There's no need. I've been so busy. There's really no need.
Yeah, so you don't have time for that.
But whatchamacallit, next summer hopefully I'm gonna go to Europe. We'll see. That's my goal.
That's the
my-
goal.
yeah.
Body. You're gonna go to Body. You're gonna visit Body.
Yeah,
Or just-
probably.
yeah.
It'd be nice. I hope so. It'll be nice.
Are you gonna go during the season, the soccer season, so you can catch a game?
Probably not. I don't think so.
Well, if you go like in May.
Yeah.
If you go May.
Yeah.
You'll catch.
Yeah. Definitely. Probably gonna be in the. I usually would like to go in the summer, June,
Yeah,
July.
then you're not gonna get them.
No. I don't go for the. I don't go during. No, I don't go during the league.
Yeah, but see, you want to go in the peak time. That's when
Yeah.
everybody goes, right? The
Yeah.
summertime, if they go.
Yeah, we'll see. It'd be nice
Maybe
to
like
go.
like an early April or
Eh,
late
you know what?
April.
It's been 18 years, so 18 years is a long time. So,
Yeah, and you got plenty of family there, right?
oh yeah, a lot of family. So
yeah.
no, I'll be. I think I'm due. I wanted to go. I didn't know the year before the pandemic. I really was planning on going, but
Yeah.
Who
Well,
would've known?
everybody got grounded.
yeah,
so.
but
Internationally, I don't know how much people going international, but domestic, everyone's flying all over the
Well,
country.
let's hope that the next summer the restrictions are lifted, to be
There
honest,
is no restrictions now. You could fly.
no, you can
international.
fly, but I'm saying with no mask would be nice. You know?
No, you know what? The mask is never going to go away. I
Yeah.
don't think.
Let's hope. I'm saying, let's hope we could get to some extreme where, as far as real estate events, there's really not too many. I mean, I got invited to one on Thursday, Angelina's, but it's different because we used to be like a network, a family.
Right.
There used to be all.
Well, this
events,
this pandemic just killed a lot of things. It killed. Just put a damper on a lot of things. So, people just.
But I've been proud that I've been going to the gym 4 straight months, which is really good. October 1st will be 4 straight months.
Good.
My mission is to get to 12 straight months.
Right.
I did the dry try tournament the other day. It was really good. I got a couple of awards for that. It was nice.
Switch it back to soccer for a minute. You're a Tauntonville guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Wagner beat them.
Okay.
First game. Remember we were talking about that. You didn't.
What did you have to rub it in? What's that?
Well,
about?
not rub it in. It's just a fact, and it could be a painful one. But no,
I mean, to be honest, Tauntonville.
You got to do your work on Tauntonville. You got to dig up all the stats for the boys and girls on the soccer.
I mean, to be honest, they weren't known as a powerhouse team in soccer. It was more baseball and football was where the titles would come from Tauntonville. It wasn't really soccer.
When you were there.
Even nothing recent.
But the girls' team is not.
The girls' team is different. No, they always win. They're different.
Yeah.
They're different. But I'm talking about like the men's soccer team.
No.
The
I
closest.
think now they might be better now.
It might be better, but as far as winning, as far as I know, it's always Martin Luther King that wins. And usually, then their players go to Manchester United. I hear. There's certain teams like Tauntonville in baseball. They produced a lot of athletes that went on to the MLB. So there's certain teams that have a history.
Well, look, soccer's always going to be the last, sport, and unfortunately.
Well, did you hear that? Because of travel restrictions, Pulisic is not going to be the next World Cup qualifier against Panama.
Pulisic.
2 star players aren't going to be
in
there.
a couple of weeks they play.
Yeah, but because of travel, they got.
Well, let's talk about the United States for a minute. You got the women's team, right, going through a rebuild stage now. Thankfully, I'm really tired of seeing these, these older players get them out.
Yeah.
I'm almost about to say that about Morgan too. Really, I mean, because prima donna, status. We don't need that. I don't think we need that. But anyway, but we have a lot of young players coming up.
Yeah, for
with
sure.
The women's team, the men,
no,
they didn't lose. They tied 2 games.
But they have the 2 players from Venezia, Busso.
Right.
They have a couple of interesting young players that are could make a move.
So you think they'll qualify?
They should qualify, but again, to be honest, John, CONCACAF is not what it used to be. It's gotten very competitive.
Yeah.
It's not easy to get out of that. And if U.S. does, they'll get out through the skin of their teeth because Jamaica's tough. Panama's, everybody is interesting. Costa Rica.
I still feel that they'll do
Mexico.
enough. Like
they should have enough.
They
should.
Get right in.
It would be embarrassing if they can't get, they can't get through. Last time they didn't make it, so
especially winning those 2 tournaments.
No, I mean it'd be shocking if they don't get through. But I'm saying it won't be easy. They may get through, but it's highly competitive. El Salvador has gotten better with Hugo Perez.
They're all good teams, especially playing on the road in those conditions. Sometimes.
And Trinidad too. Trinidad's another.
I think they tied Mexico the last game.
Yeah, Trinidad is tough. Mexico, we know what they're about. So.
Yeah, well, we beat them twice in the final. So.
Yeah.
You got to have confidence when you play them. If you beat them, you got confidence, right?
Of course.
But those games were in the past. I still think that the men's team has definitely improved since 2018.
Yeah.
Right? You could say that.
No question about it. I mean, we all said that the Italians would get better quickly.
Oh yeah, and that happened.
They won the European Cup, and now this all-time winning streak is phenomenal. They overpassed Brazil and Spain, so they're the leader.
Yeah,
so let's keep it going. Hopefully the streak will go on until the World Cup.
I'd like to see more wins than ties.
Oh yeah, well we'll see.
If I had my way, I'd probably eliminate ties in soccer altogether. Go right to penalty kicks. No?
Yeah, who knows?
No?
It depends. It depends.
Yeah, you
I don't know.
like that idea. Right.
But I mean, Italy. It was nice that they got the 5 goals against Lithuania.
Yeah, that was Look at it. Look who they're playing.
No, I know. Well, Lithuania used to be better in the past, but they have to continue at this pace, and they have a lot.
Before
to
we
go.
sign off the MLS, real quick, you got the Red Bulls struggling all season long, playing against the NYCFC on Wednesday night. I'll be there at that game, New York City seems to be the better of the two, but I
Yeah.
think you throw the records out when they play,
Yeah.
and we'll see what happens. I think they play actually back to back. They play
Oh, yeah?
in Harrison
Okay.
and in the Bronx.
Well, the bottom line is, John, bring Messi and Ronaldo to the league, and then you'll see the league
The
take a
attendance
360.
is so poor.
Well, they're gonna come. I think they're gonna come eventually.
Well, yeah, if you bring those two guys in, yeah.
I think they come.
Can
I
you
think.
imagine one on each team?
Yeah, I think Ronaldo after Manchester. I think the move will be MLS
Right.
because he's a little bit older. He's 37,
And he
38.
signed a 2-year deal, right?
Okay, but I think after Manchester United, don't be surprised if LA's calling him.
Yeah.
LAFC.
Well, what about Beckham? Beckham's got,
Yeah, I know, but I
Beckham's
think
got some pull.
I
no?
think Ronaldo is more of a movie star. I think he's going to LA.
All right.
You know, but like when
Sure,
Abramovich
right,
came,
he likes
you know?
the cameras and all
I
that.
think
right?
Ronaldo's going to LA, but Messi,
Messi
I don't
to
know.
Miami. Messi to Miami.
yeah, right. There's a possibility.
It seems like a good fit for him over
Yeah.
there because he's the quiet type
Yeah.
guy. He doesn't like.
Yeah, well, Florida's a
Well,
nice
that-
place. So.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if he's coming to New York, but Florida would work, or even DC
No one's gonna
United.
come to New York. I
DC
mean,
United too might work for Messi.
New York needs both the
Yeah.
teams
Yeah.
need star
Yeah.
players. You
Yeah,
know?
well, you know what? They have to start investing in. They have to really start going after these
And
players.
I don't want to tell you about the women's game. You know,
Mm.
the attendance at the
Mm.
women's game. That's even worse
Mhm,
than
mhm.
the Red Bulls and
Yeah.
NYC. But yeah, people have to go out there. Start supporting soccer. You know?
Yeah.
Really,
And the reunion was a good time. I was on the dance floor the whole time. August 7th at the Waterside. No, I had a ball. I mean, we had maybe 20 people from our reunion, but
Right.
it was a very good time. Very nice. The music, everything, really good, memorable time.
all right. Any last words? We got about a minute or so.
No, just rest in peace, Vincenzo. I don't know what else to say. I mean,
What's one thing you take away from Vincenzo? I asked Frank. That,
I would say the laughter, pretty much. The funny jokes, probably. And basically the encouragement. Yeah, I would say.
it was positive. And,
Yeah, no question about it.
Yeah, he would sit home all day and think of jokes. And
Yeah.
he'd come on the show and yeah, he always give
Even
out.
we had what was it during the World Cup? We had what was it, J&B Pizzeria? We
Yes, he was here.
Yeah.
He was down in the studio a few times.
Yeah, so you had we took some photos over there.
Yeah, we had pizza
Around the
together.
block.
Yeah, that was the pre-show.
Hmm. That was
All
with
right.
Dario.
Yes. All right. So we're about to wrap up here again. Thank you to Kenny on the other side of
What
the
about
glass.
Columbus Day next month? You're gonna be?
I don't. It doesn't affect the show. I don't believe.
No. I'm saying, are you gonna be at the parade
Well,
for the?
I don't know if I'm going to be on the parade yet, but maybe we'll see. We don't know.
Well, we don't know if it's virtual or.
No, the parade's gone. The parade is on.
Oh, they're doing
Yeah,
it.
they're
Okay,
doing it.
that's
Yeah,
good.
they're
So it
doing
looks like everything pretty much here is coming back.
Yeah. The
I mean,
parade is on.
Italy, the Festa de Madonna, they didn't do it. I heard this year in
Well,
Bari.
no, but in New York City, mostly everything.
Yeah, no, over here is a different
All
world.
right, Vito, we got a minute or so to go. All right, again, the show is dedicated to Vincenzo.
One day we got to do a show in Italy and
Yeah,
maybe a
tell
show
me
in
more.
Florida too, right?
All right, we'll see you guys on the next show. Thank you for watching. See you guys.